What's up, y'all? Oh, I didn't never name that. They be addicted to the drama. They be addicted. Oh, oops. Content. Okay. Um, What's up, y'all? So, yes, it's Spanish learning time, but I wanted to share a story with y'all to show y'all that it really is, it pays off. It pays off to learn Spanish or to learn any second language. And today was an example. So today I went to a I had to be somewhere. Okay. Um and when I was like sitting there waiting for my turn to be called or whatever. I wish y'all weird, but it's ghetto. um but when I was sitting and waiting, there was a female who needed assistance. So um it was a translator there who worked for the facility, I guess. Um but she was occupied with another person, I guess, who spoke Spanish. So the woman who was helping the woman who was helping her, like I guess you could say the front desk clerk who was helping the woman, she couldn't understand anything she was saying, or like she they couldn't understand each other. And yes, we know that Google Translate exists, but it can be annoying sometimes. I Google Translate a lot with certain people that I know who don't speak any English, and Google Translate can be a pain in the butt. So, I was like, I speak a little Spanish. Can I try and help? So, y'all, I don't know what possessed me to do that. I was scared. I was scared that I was not going to know what she was trying to do, and I was going to F it up, which I did a little bit. Cause oh my goodness, her Spanish was so fast. I was like, whoa, I can't even understand a word, like not even a word. So her daughter was talking to me in Spanish, and and uh and I guess it's, I'm children. I don't know why, but I guess it's because how they speak. It's a teeny bit easier to understand children because they speak slower, and I think they enunciate some words a little bit better. I don't know, but I understood bits and pieces of what the little girl asked. But the mom ended up hitting Google Translate anyway. But I was able to understand, like, okay, she was asking what did she need, and the woman, the front desk clerk was asking her which child needed assistance or whatever that situation was. And I was like, niña, ¿qué niña necesita, whatever it was. And then, and the mom she answered me in Spanish, but I didn't know what she was saying. So she just translated what she was saying in English, and then I responded to her what the lady had asked me. I just told her what the lady needed. So she was like, "Oh, ay, gracias, mi mamá." She said, ella, abuela, something, something. And I was like, Listen, it wasn't much, but it was enough to make me feel so good about learning Spanish. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. All right, so let's begin this lesson. I'm ready. Hold on. But yes, please, y'all, practice, 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 practice. I don't know what made me have the courage to even try to help out, but I did it, and it worked a little bit. Okay, and I explain. Habla un poco, habla español un poco, or habla poco español. Okay, so or hablo, lo siento, hablo. And she understood that much. So even if you think, oh man, my Spanish is not like I don't know how to formulate whole sentences because that's what I think I know. And so, but I didn't let that stop me from helping out. So you can't let that stop you because it'll help you get better. All right. I put lemon on my shrimp. Oh my god. So good. Why is it taking so long? Mm-hmm. Y'all, I might have to log out of Mango language. Then a little bit. All right, let me see. And then click back on it. Yep. All right, let me see if I have to do. Let me stop sharing real quick. Um. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. All right. We're on 4. I think we're on 4, right? We're on Unit 1, Chapter. What? I forgot what chapter. I think Chapter 4. Unit 1, Chapter. Oh, no, Chapter 3. This is the last chapter of one of Chapter 3. Okay. Let me skip.
Let's hear you say
Stop.
samba.
Samba. Oh my god.
Samba. Now try and say, the other band will play samba.
Hold on. I'm not on this one. This is chapter 9 of what unit? Oh. This right here.
Here's how to say, the blue card is for the swimming pool.
La tarjeta azul es para la piscina.
Let's hear that again.
La tarjeta azul es para la piscina.
La tarjeta azul es para la piscina.
Listen and repeat the following,
Tarjeta,
which means card.
Tarjeta.
Do you remember how to say card?
Tarjeta.
tarjeta,
Tarjeta.
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 Listen carefully.
azul,
Means blue. Let's hear that one more time.
azul,
Azul.
The adjective
azul,
is an exception to the normal Spanish rules about
Yes.
gender agreement. It remains the same when used with masculine or feminine nouns. Now, how do you say blue?
Azul.
azul,
Oops.
Do you remember how to say card?
Card. Tajer. Tajera.
tarjeta,
Tarjeta.
Now, how do you say blue?
Azul.
azul,
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say the blue card?
Tarjeta azul.
la tarjeta
La
azul,
tarjeta azul. La tarjeta. Tarjeta. Tarjeta azul. La tarjeta azul.
In this line, you learned a very important Spanish grammar rule. In most cases, the adjective comes after the noun, as in,
la tarjeta azul,
this is the opposite of English, where the adjective almost always comes before the noun, as in the blue card.
Yes, I know. Adjective is the action, the description, what describes the person, place, or thing. So in English, the adjective can be either way. Kinda. And it depends. The adjective doesn't necessarily have to be before the noun. So this example is the car blue. In English, we say the noun, the adjective first, the blue car, right? However, there are other ways to say, and I was telling you, like in English, like if it helps you to translate, to do direct translation for some things, like we could say the car blue, the it depends on what it is, but the car blue, maybe not. But there are times when you can use the descriptive, the adjective, in the same way as the Spanish language does.
Now let's learn pool.
piscina,
Piscina. Piscina. Yo quiero nadar en la piscina. I'm just making that up. I don't know.
Nice. Now practice saying pool.
Piscina.
piscina,
Piscina. Ena. Isn't Cena if it's by itself? Oh no, that's cocina. Okay. Piscina.
Do you remember how to say card?
Tarjeta.
tarjeta,
Tarjeta. I gotta remember that J right there. Tarjeta.
Now, how do you say blue?
Azul.
azul,
Nice. Now practice saying pool.
Piscina.
piscina,
Piscina.
Let's hear you say 4.
Which, okay, de.
para,
Para. Oh my gosh. This is the part I don't like. De is for, in, of, right? Or from, or of. Para also can be stop, right? In another one. Okay.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, it is for the swimming pool.
When is para used in Spanish? Pause. Okay, in Spanish, para is used to indicate purpose, destination, time limits, or recipients. It's often used to express the reason of or its objective behind an action, similar to in order to in English. Okay, in Spanish, para is used to indicate purpose, destination, time limits, or recipients. When I para used. Cuando para usado. That don't even make sense. When should I use para? Okay. When to use por versus para. So this is the question I have. Use para when you want to talk about the recipient of something or an action. No sé.
Es para la piscina.
Oh, I forgot to do this one. Es para la piscina. It is es para for la piscina, the swimming pool. What? Wait. Okay. They just told us pool. See, they add little things in there, y'all, because they did not say swimming pool. They said pool.
How do you say, the blue card?
El. I forgot. Oh, tarjeta azul.
La tarjeta azul.
Tarjeta. Okay. La tarjeta azul.
Now try and say, it is for the swimming pool.
Es para el piscina.
Es para la piscina.
Es para la piscina.
Using what you've learned, try to say, the blue card is for the swimming pool.
El tarjeta azul es para el piscina.
La tarjeta azul es para la piscina.
La tarjeta, okay. Because of the I right there, y'all. That was my fault. La tarjeta azul es para la piscina.
When you say,
¿De qué color?
you are saying, what color? But it's literally translated as,
Of what color?
of what color?
Of what color?
Let's see if you can say, what color?
De qué color?
¿De qué color?
¿De qué color?
Here is how you would say, flag.
Bandera.
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 Nice. Now practice saying, flag.
Bandera.
Bandera.
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say, what color is the flag?
¿De qué color es la bandera?
¿De qué color es la bandera?
¿De qué color es la bandera? No sé.
Based on what you've seen so far, how do you think you would say? What color is the Chilean flag? Literally, you're saying, of what color is the flag of Chile?
Okay, so the sentence that she says second is an accurate sentence. That's why I don't understand why they cut it short to confuse most people, because the sentence she said literally is a sentence that we would say. I mean, it's a more traditional way of speaking, but that is how English was spoken at some point. It's just recently, like modern English, American English, where things kind of got like mixed up. Okay. ¿De qué color es? ¿De qué color Chile? What color is? ¿De qué color es el Chile de ¿De qué color es? Now I forgot flag because I done spent so much time on the other stuff. Bandera de la bandera de Chile. Let's see, y'all.
¿De qué color es la bandera de Chile?
Okay. ¿De qué color es la bandera de Chile? Didn't I say that? I think I said that.
Now let's learn red.
Rojo.
Rojo.
How do you say red?
Rojo.
Rojo.
This is how you say white.
Blanco.
Blanco.
Nice. Now practice saying white.
Blanco.
Blanco.
What is the proper way to say? The flag is red, white, and blue.
La bandera es rojo, blanco y azul.
La bandera es roja, blanca
Roja.
y azul.
Okay.
I bet you got it right.
No.
Bandera
Is feminine, so all the adjectives, colors in this case, used to describe it should be feminine as well. No matter how many there are, they should all be feminine. Let's see if you can say, what color is the Chilean flag?
¿De qué color es la bandera? La bandera Chile, de Chile.
¿De qué color es la bandera de Chile?
¿De qué color es la bandera de Chile?
Remember this? Say, the flag is red, white, and blue.
La bandera es roja, blanca y azul.
La bandera es roja, blanca y azul.
Here's how you would say, Colombia.
Colombia.
Colombia. Colombia.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, what color is the Colombian flag?
¿De qué color es? Es bandera de Colombia.
¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia?
¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia?
Listen carefully.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Means yellow. Let's hear that one more time.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Nice. Now practice saying yellow.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, the Colombian flag is yellow, blue, and red?
La bandera de Colombia es amarillo, azul y roja.
La bandera de Colombia es amarilla, azul y
Amarilla.
roja.
Amarilla, azul y roja.
Let's see if you can say, what color
¿De qué
¿De qué color?
Oh, de qué color?
Nice. Now practice saying flag.
Bandera.
Bandera.
Now, how do you say, what color is the flag?
¿De qué color? ¿De qué color ah, es? No, ¿de qué color la bandera? ¿De qué color el bandera?
¿De qué color es la bandera?
Lo siento. ¿De qué color es la bandera?
How do you say red?
Roja o rojo.
Rojo.
Nice. Now practice saying white.
Blanco. Blanco. Oh,
Blanco.
Okay, now try to say, what color is the Colombian flag?
¿de qué color? Oh, excuse me. ¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia?
¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia?
¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia? ¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia? Sí, agarra. ¿De qué color es la bandera de Colombia?
Nice. Now practice saying yellow.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
How do you say, the Colombian flag is yellow, blue, and red?
De la bandera de Colombia es amarillo, azul y roja. Y roja.
La bandera de
Amarilla.
Colombia es amarilla, azul y roja.
Ooh, child, that was a lot. Okay. All right, there you are. I'm gonna mark today's date for this. We are at 50. I think it's 57. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming by as usual. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next live, which is